you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And the work's already half done thanks to that return. They're taking over at midfield.
Boy, he wasn't too far away from taking that the distance. But as it is, what a way to start the game. Now as an offense, you take the field for the first time, and the work's halfway done.
They'll run here on first down. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Another carry for him. He'll cobble together a yard there. There on the stop, Larry Ogunjobi. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On first down, they'll run. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Dak off the play fake. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
3rd and goal, Prescott. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
And we'll see what they do about 4th and goal in a few minutes. We've reached the end of our first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 4th down, but inside field goal range, so they could get 3 here. Buying some time left. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys get the game's first points here in the 2nd. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And they add 1 on to their first touchdown of the contest. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Warren once more. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
It's Warren on 3rd down. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Kick taken in here at the 17. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Dump off to his fullback. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Dak now from the gun. It's caught. Ferguson. Get some space around midfield. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He puts some power on a deep one left. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers get the football on the 1st turnover of the contest.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
1st down, here's Russ. Cut Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Russ now from the gun. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. And the Cowboys will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
First down, here's Dak. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Yeah, here we go. Right take. What do you think?
From the gun is Prescott. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5.
Yeah. Here we go. Right take. What do you think?
Another throw for Prescott. That's caught beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. All right, set now. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
What do you think?
Play action, Prescott. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys take the lead just before halftime. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.